So where do you see yourself and this industry as a whole, this Web3 industry, in 6 to 12 months? And where do you see yourself in the industry in 5 to 10 years?
Yeah. So, man, 6 to 12 months is like a lifetime in Web3, right? Hopefully, at least in 6 months, hopefully the mainstream has come back. I'd really love to see more of that adoption, less skepticism. I know we all love to see these massive spikes in Ethereum pricing and Solana pricing and Bitcoin and everything else, but I'd love to see some stability, for that to actually happen. And I think that's what's going to be, again, the most important to me right now is a mainstream audience, like really getting that mainstream adoption, the next billion users to really come on to Web3, again, who shouldn't have to think about it or know even that it's Web3 or what token they're using or whatever else, basically. So that's the world that I'm aiming for, where everything just sort of like seamlessly works. I'm really interested in the idea of, like, I just saw, I think in California, maybe they've passed it so that you're going to be allowed to have your medical records stored in a wallet. I think they just passed that law, or they're about to pass it, or something like that. And so, yeah, I'd love to see more of that, where your resume, your CV, all that stuff, like that's how you're connecting to the world, is through a wallet of some sense. And that's also your you can have multiple personalities, right? Like maybe you like to go rave at night, and so you've got that version of yourself in a wallet, and then you've got your day-to-day, how you're paying the bills, sort of version in a different wallet. That's the world I'd like to see. Now, how fast we get there, I don't know. The market keeps flipping upside down every other day, so we'll see. For myself, I love what I'm doing now. It's been a fascinating journey. I continue to learn. But I'm also old. Like, I'm getting older. I've got a 10-year-old. No, 11. Geez, she just turned 11. The next steps for me, like I said, kind of going back to the beginning of this conversation, is I love connecting with people. And really, the next step for me is empowering people as well. So that is whether it's through an accelerator, a fund of some sort. I've had a very haphazard journey, and like I said, I wish that I'd had mentorship, more mentorship, specifically from people that look like me. I think that that's really important, and it's not just because it's providing money, like that's definitely important, right? But it's also understanding whatever the differences that we all face in our day to day. The microaggressions and how that can throw off your day, and again, the baggage that we all bring day to day is very different, and I think a lot of that is affected by where you come from and what you've seen growing up. And I don't think that I know for sure there's not enough people that have lived a life even anywhere near mine in Silicon Valley, in technology, in VC. And I want to be representative of that. And I want to give people that space. So finding that balance, I think, of money, but also support is a big thing for me. Just really cheering on those that I believe in, and putting my money where my mouth is. I want to see if I can do that as well. So that's where I'll be in, for sure, 5, 10, 15, 20 years, whatever time frame it was that you gave me. That's my next step for sure.